And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Around halfway through the season and a chance here to recap where all the teams in the West sit in the standings. You take a look at the Warriors. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement. And, of course, the Jazz. And they're down 4 spots from them. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. And for Golden State, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hill. Wiggins is out there with Peyton. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5 spot. Greg, midway into this season, sometimes a team can get hot and turn it on. What are some of the causes of that?
You know, often teams can reach that tipping point with how they play. It all comes together in a hurry, and they make a run. But that's the exception, Kevin, not the rule.
Hey, DB, what do you make of Colin Sexton's nickname, Young Bull?
Kevin, I think it's a very apt moniker because this guy is relentless. He attacks you with his defense. He's going to come at you with a ton of youthful energy, and he will not back down.
Greg, Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Well, Colin Sexton, great athleticism, unbelievable quickness, but there is an intensity that pours off this guy nightly that you have to admire.
Here's George. Warriors with the rebound. Last time they met was in Utah where they beat the Jazz.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Yeah, I thought that had to do with getting the starters in foul trouble and then taking advantage of the substitutes, and that led to a huge disparity on the scoreboard.
And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That's his first foul.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Markkanen a screen on Hill. Sexton the pass to Collins. 4 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here.
And have to love that tenaciousness there by Wiggins. He has all the tools to be a great defender.
Chalk up 2 there.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Markkanen kicks to Collins. The Jazz working the ball around now. Another miss by Utah.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Missed the chippy right there.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
The Warriors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Back to Curry from the arc. The three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Jazz have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen? You know what to do. Show us those moves. Let's go.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. He's averaging about 19 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And most important of all is his passing. He's a terrific distributor in their offense.
Well, it's certainly one of his best attributes, creating offense even when it looks like there's nothing there.
Now, here is George. He had 15 points last outing. And it's Sexton penetrating. Back to Collins. Clock at 4. Kessler, screen on Curry. And it's George missing.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
Outside for Curry. Throws it up high, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Now, let's see some numbers here on Steph Curry. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 5th for free throw shooting. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. Now, here's Sexton. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Trying to end the drought. Count it.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. Wiggins, a screen on George. Curry can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Just tremendous recognition from Collins there. Sees an opportunity to be a target at the rim, and his teammate puts it on time.
A shot by Curry, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
And the Warriors making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up.
And how about the explosiveness of Sexton? A crafty floor general who is consistent in how hard he attacks the defense. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
You love this. The pressure gets physical, and Colin Sexton doesn't blink. Nice job finishing through contact.
Wiggins, a screen on Markkanen. Hield, can't hit. For Utah, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Markkanen passes to Kessler.
You can tell how much confidence Walker Kessler has as the roll man, ready to catch and score.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Change here. Clarkson's checked in. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. You look at Kessler, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Wiggins, left side. Nobody near Schroeder. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins.
Well, you can see Schroeder willing to take more and more threes. If you're going to stay in the league, you've got to make them.
Bounce pass Markkanen. Clarkson. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it in.
And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day. Kevin?
Well said. He is a 1 of 1, D.A.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Here's Collins. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Healed against Markkanen. Here's Curry with the 3. The rebound by the Jazz. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
And the Warriors with some changes. Looney's checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Moses Moody comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. And when you look at John Collins' advanced numbers, Doris, they jump off the page.
Yeah, probably the advanced numbers you're referencing, Kevin. Offensive rating, true shooting percentage. And when you look at it through that lens, Collins is absolutely able to score from a variety of spots on the floor, and the guy's an absolute terror on the glass. Well, nice decision on the pick and roll. Wiggins getting his own offense within the flow.
Left side, Clarkson. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Wiggins. Over Collins. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Boy, he's heating up fast coming out of the gate. 4 out of 5 from the field.
Bobbed up there for Collins. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I'm sure his teammates love having a guy like Collins on the receiving end of those alley-oops. As fun an assist as you'll get.
Basket good. Wiggins has got the game tied up here for the Warriors. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Filipowski. Defended by Looney. Here's Clarkson. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Warriors. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
We've got Kevon Looney. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Pajemski. Then there's Moody. And it's Peyton in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
At the line for the Dubs, Pajemski. One shot.
Free throw good. Pajemski. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Now, here's Moody after Colin Sexton's miss. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
That one on Filipowski.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And he sinks the second. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Pass to Eubanks. Now, here's Clarkson. He's defended by Pajemski. And he makes that one. Eubanks got his first basket of the night.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Payton with a screen on Clarkson. Pajemski, the bounce pass. Got a hand on it. Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Moody. Shots good by Sensabaugh.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Fires away from outside. Pajemski's shot is good. Pajemski's got 7 now in this quarter. Pass to Eubanks. Now Clarkson. He's defended by Pajemski. Shots good by Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Schroeder outside. Driving in. Now Pajemski. Just 5 to shoot. Payton with a screen on Clarkson. He had a nice open look right there. Pajemski's got 10 points.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Back to Eubanks. The shot, no good. Good D by Anderson. There's the steal. Here's Collier. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Eubanks. Here's Collier. Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Anderson. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
From a scoring standpoint, this is where Kyle Anderson makes his living, in that painted area.
Pass to Clarkson. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Schroeder outside. Offline with his 3. Jazz trail by 4. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And the Warriors with some changes. Reese Jackson Davis is checked in for Kyle Anderson. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Moody.
Sometimes, guys, you need someone on your team who understands my job is to be aggressive, whether I have it going or whether I don't. And Jordan Clarkson is that guy.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
Loud bands on the court. With your next one. Time to show off your John Nation pride. Last section, get free t-shirts.
Some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. You look at George, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists. And, of course, Isaiah Collier.
It's been a grand entrance to the NBA for both of these players. I mean, I think we could be seeing two of the next great playmakers in our league.
Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Santos. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
And checking out the numbers for Schroeder. How last month turned out for him. Averaging about 11 points, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's. I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
To the middle, here's Jackson Davis.
This guy's such a difference maker. Dennis Schroeder is so dangerous in pick-and-roll situation, dribble handoffs. This guy is the straw that stirs the drink.
Curry with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
The first one falls.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Andrew Wiggins checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Brandon Bajemski. Collins checked in for the Jazz. Keontae George comes in for Collier.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
To the paint. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Curry through traffic. Count it! Oh!
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Collins looking around. A shot by Clarkson, no good. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for Golden State. Wasted no time on that one. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, how about the in-between game? Buddy Hield saying, I'm a 3-level scorer, folks.
Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. On the wing, Hield. Here's Wiggins. Rebound, Utah. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. The Utah Jazz last season became one of the first teams in the league to move their games to broadcast television. It's a gamble, but they just about tripled their reach. And with the rapid growth in the region, they have a chance to attract new fans. Kevin, no doubt other NBA teams are keen to see how this goes.
Oh, David, no question at all. And thank you for your report. Gary Payton is checked in for the Warriors. And Utah with a change here, too. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Clarkson. Collins setting the pick for Sexton. Banked in off the glass. Sexton's got 10 points in the game.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. It doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Let's take a look at the numbers for Keontae George.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Now, here's Wiggins. 20 points for him last game against the Lakers.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And here's Collins. Following the three-pointer by Buddy Hield. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from George.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Back to Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Sexton attacking. Wiggins with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Pass to Curry. Here's Jackson Davis. He's covered by Kessler. No one near Payton as he lets it go. No good on the triple. Payton against Markkanen. George with the ball. Here's Collins. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry.
Well, you can see John Collins forcing the level of contact that he wanted. Just gets an opportunity to go to the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one.
One of the things I like most about John Collins is that steady demeanor that he brings to the game. You understand he's a double-digit scorer. He's going to get to the offensive window. Somebody you know what you're going to get from him night by night.
Podziemski, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. And so Collins nails both of them.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Pass to Hield. Wiggins outside. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Count the basket. Wiggins has got 12 in the game.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Now Sexton. Collins wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan halftime.
I think for the Jazz, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they learn.
And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
They've had the hot hand from deep, so I'm giving these guys the green.
That'll do it for our show tonight.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Andrew Wiggins in this game, he's been everywhere.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
His fingerprints were all over this, involving his guys with his passes, finding different ways to take advantage of the defense.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. So on the floor for Utah, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's George. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins, Collins finds Markkanen. Here's Sexton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, you love the fearless nature of Collins. Sexton forces the issue, gets himself to the free throw line.
The Jazz shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Free throw good, Sexton. And it's tied up with that one. Golden State's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Back to Curry. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Curry's got 11.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
George passes to Kessler. Utah moving it around. Sexton for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Outside Curry. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Hield. 3-pointer. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. BB, one thing about Kessler, he will challenge anybody.
Walker Kessler is one of those guys who's not afraid to get dunked on. He is a rim protector of the highest order. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some, but he's always going to try to do his job.
Now here's Wiggins. Payton with the screen. Stolen by Markkanen. Sexton against Hield. Sexton kicks to George. Markkanen sets the pick for George. Another miss by Utah.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Well, Wiggins is totally capable of running up the scoreboard, just has to get his shots.
Now here's Markkanen. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Collins, a screen on Hield. The open look here for Sexton. Drains the 3-pointer. Sexton's got 15 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Hield against Sexton. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Wednesday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns.
And looking at the Utah matchup, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Kessler passes to Markkanen, and the jumper is on the mark. Markkanen's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Love to see the 7-footer Markkanen go right up with it. Doesn't give the defense time to react.
George against Curry. Puts up a 3. Curry making it look so easy.
Boy, Curry just taking over and seemingly able to get anything he wants right now.
Here's Kessler. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
Good on the second free throw.
Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Walker Kessler proved he was a rotation player. He gives you unbelievable defense, aggressive rebounding, and very good inside scoring.
Jackson Davis with it. He's covered by Kessler. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 3. George finds Kessler. Outside Collins. The Jazz again can't hit it. And here's Curry who brings it up for the Warriors. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season, one word, solid.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Podziemski's coming in for Buddy Hield. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Stephen Curry. Then for the Jazz, Sensabaugh is checked in. And it's Clarkson in for Keontae George.
Well, getting to the line at will nowadays. Wiggins wanting to improve his free throw percentage.
Here's Kessler. Jackson Davis defending. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's good from long range. Sensabaugh's got 5 points so far.
Clarkson has always had the ability to find teammates. That's a pretty pass.
Jazz trail by 3. And here's Sexton. Now Clarkson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 14 points for Jordan Clarkson. On the wing, Wiggins. Schroeder outside. There's the pick. Inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, Schroeder, a very skilled playmaker. This guy will open things up for his teammate in the pick and roll.
Here's Sexton. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 8 rebounds in this game. Schroeder passes to Wiggins. And the rejection by Collins.
Now that's just John Collins erasing shot attempts with that long wingspan.
Pass to Kessler. Shoots over Schroeder. Kessler with the bucket. 7 points in the game.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Here's Wiggins, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, what a quick move. Wiggins able to draw the contact. Defender completely off balance.
The Warriors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And the winner's mentality Wiggins has is commendable. A hard worker who wants to keep improving.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Warriors. Moses Moody comes in for Gary Payton. The Jazz also changing it up. Filipowski comes in for Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in for Colin Sexton. And he's good on the second. Utah has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Here's Clarkson. He nails it, and we're tied up. Clarkson's got 16 points.
Well, this is what they want from Jordan Clarkson. He's in the flow offensively, and so they continue to make sure he's touching the ball.
To the paint, here's Wiggins, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Collins. The Warriors have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
As a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
The first free throw is good.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. Here's Clarkson. 16 points for him. Collins setting the pick for Clarkson. Shoots over Podziemski. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. An opportunity here to bring up a list of players that have been carrying their teams offensively for the last 10 games. The highest scoring small forwards in the league. Fourth, Andrew Wiggins.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Boy, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, Jordan Clarkson came into the NBA as an aggressive scorer, and in the mid-range, he is as good as it gets.
Schroeder finds Podziemski. Back to Schroeder. Yep, it counts. Schroeder's got his second bucket tonight.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
They set the pick. Clarkson passes to Eubanks. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Moody.
Working against the size, he's just crafty enough to carve out some wiggle room.
I'll tell you, the analytics crew may not like the mid-range, but sometimes you just got to put it in the basket.
Clarkson for 3. That shot no good. And so it's Andrew Wiggins making highlights for the Golden State Warriors. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. We've got Dennis Schroeder. He's out there with Podziemski. Kevon Looney out there with Moses Moody. And it's Santos in at the 4th spot. And that one's good. Schroeder's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors.
Well, this is why spacing is so important. When you can knock down distance shots, as Dennis Schroeder does there, it changes the equation.
You can't just style when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here's Moody. They get it back. They shoot again. Santos, and it's blocked. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. To the wing on the left. Pass to Collier. Shot clock at 5. Down low. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Eubanks.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Schroeder passes to Moody. Podziemski with it. Pass to Santos. Another 3 for Golden State.
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
At the line for 2, Podziemski.
And he makes the first. And some changes here for the Warriors. Kyle Anderson comes in for Looney, and Stephen Curry subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Podziemski hits them both. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Collier. Clarkson taking his time here. 6 to shoot. Pass to Collier. The shot by Clarkson, no good.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Here's Collier. Clarkson outside. Up and in on the layup. Clarkson's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, love the job they're doing here of getting into the teeth of that defense.
Pass to Santos. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Anderson. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Anderson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Warriors. Markkanen sets the pick for Clarkson. Knocks down the 3-ball. Clarkson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Pass to Podziemski. Back to Moody. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It goes on Cody Williams.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First one falls for him. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. Collins comes in for Williams. Sexton, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Keontae George in for Collier. Moody hits them both. Here's George. Outside, Markkanen. Outside, George. Kept alive. Here's Kessler. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Collins. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Payton, he's checked in for Moody.
Number 0, Gary Payton, the second.
Jazz trail by 7. Outside, Sexton. Collins kicks to Markkanen. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, you have got to be willing to close when Markkanen is out on the perimeter. His shot will punish you because it's a sweet shooting stroke.
Now here's Curry. Stolen by Collins. Sexton against Hield. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to be better defensively.
Hield can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Sexton's shot is good.
Big basket by Sexton. You see why his team will lean on him in these moments.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
All right, man, it's game time. Get up and get moving.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now. He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Now here's Wiggins. Curry looking it over. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Stephen Curry has always been able to draw contact, but now he's so physically strong that he's able to absorb it better.
Stephen Curry taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, despite what is a lock Hall of Fame career, Stephen Curry has no let-up. He is chasing excellence.
A 2-point game.
Basket for his team.
Collins passes to George. Larkin in a screen on Curry. Curry against George. Shot clock at 2. Markkanen can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 4. Curry finds Wiggins, and the call will be on Keontae George. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there.
Had some mustard on a huge play.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Collins against Wiggins. Pass to Payton. Payton with a screen on Sexton. Hield with the bucket.
We all know this guy is a volume 3-point shooter. Mr. Hield does not lack for confidence.
Kessler setting the pick for Markkanen. 1:31 left in the fourth. Clock at 6. Collins a screen on Curry. Sexton for 3. Offensive rebound, and the shot goes in.
With confidence, step up in a big moment. We see you, John Collins.
Curry against George. To the middle, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? It's deflected. To Wiggins. Hield outside. They set the pick. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you'd love to see them finish this game the right way.
Now Markkanen, after the missed 3 from John Collins, gets the 3 to fall.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Taking 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 5. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
Here come those t-shirts. The nation makes some noise. Let's hear you if you want one.
So it's the Jazz now, trailing by 5. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line for the Dubs, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line. It's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Utah calls timeout. 11 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
Some call them wins and lessons. Coach not wasting any time making his point.
Well, maybe not his time, but this game is certainly finished. Let's get it over with.
$11 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Stephen Curry.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Stephen, this crowd tonight was energized by the show that you put on. What is that connection like?
On a night like tonight where everything's clicking, we just want to embrace it. And more of a gesture of appreciation because this is a great place to play.
Yeah, it sure is, man. And you guys fed off of it. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Andrew Wiggins.